Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, where we cut through speculation and bring you verified developments that matter. Today's broadcast isn't just another headline, it's the kind of update that turns years of waiting into concrete opportunity. For those who followed the IQD journey with patience and discipline, this could mark the long-awaited turning point. The talk is no longer just online forums or hypothetical scenarios. A major U.S. financial institution, Bank of America, has officially begun live exchanges of Iraqi dinar at select branches across the United States. This isn't a rumor, this is real, and it's happening now. After years of doubt and digital debates, Bank of America has moved forward with a structured rollout of in-person IQD redemption. This is not some scattered, inconsistent testing phase. It's a verified and operational exchange system that's active from coast to coast. Reports have now surfaced with receipts, branch-level confirmations, appointment documents, and photos of teller slips featuring IQD from states like Florida and Texas to California, Illinois, and beyond. Dinar holders are walking into participating locations, having their currency authenticated, and completing transactions directly with banking officials. So how is this system working? Inside these participating Bank of America branches, the process is organized with a high level of detail and compliance. Foreign currency specialists, branch managers, and even wealth management teams are overseeing exchanges. Clients are categorized into tiers based on the volume of their holdings, the condition of their notes, and the completeness of their documentation. For casual holders walking in with modest amounts of IQD, exchanges are handled at the front counter, but for those carrying significant quantities, private offices and additional scrutiny are involved, showing that this isn't just another FX desk, it's a national exchange operation. Here's what we've confirmed so far. The public-facing phase began around June 10, 2025, quietly at first. Branch staff received internal memos, training sessions, and new teller software specifically calibrated for IQD redemption. Not long after, images of appointment confirmations and in-branch transactions began appearing across verified channels. Early reports pointed to Florida as the first active zone, quickly followed by Texas and key urban centers in California and the Midwest. As of current date in USA, the rollout has gone national. Exchange rates vary by tier and documentation level. Those in Tier 1, which includes individuals holding a few 100,000 dinar and presenting basic documentation, are seeing rates between $1.25 and $2.50 per note. Tier 2 holders, typically with more organized records and cleaner note condition, are being offered rates from $3.00 to $5.00 per IQ. And for Tier 3, which includes high-volume investors with thorough documentation and pre-scheduled appointments, reports show rates reaching as high as $6.50 per dinar. These rates are not guaranteed across all branches, and Bank of America reserves discretion based on note condition, verification integrity, and individual client profiles. For example, a person holding 1 million IQD under Tier 3 standards could receive up to $6,500,000 USD, but only if every step is properly documented. The bank's legal team is also involved at this level, with some clients being presented with NDAs and detailed redemption agreements. Security and compliance are being taken extremely seriously. Notes are checked using UV scanners, serial number databases, watermark verifications, and counterfeit detection protocols. Customers must provide a valid government-issued ID, proof of address, and especially for Tiers 2 and 3, purchase receipts from authorized currency dealers. The exchange is only conducted after full validation of the physical currency and accompanying documentation. Walk-ins may be accepted in Tier 1 cases, but appointments are mandatory for higher levels. One key point to clarify: not every Bank of America location is participating. Clients are urged to call their local branch first and request to speak with someone in the Foreign Exchange or International Transactions Department. If that location isn't set up for IQD processing, they'll be redirected to a qualified branch nearby. Once contact is made, an appointment can be scheduled, and you'll receive an email outlining which documents are required. At your appointment, be prepared. Dress professionally, arrive early, and bring everything listed in the confirmation email. For Tier 2 and Tier 3 clients, you'll likely be brought into a private room where the currency is examined in detail. Once verified, your supporting documents will be reviewed. If approved, you'll be presented with a rate offer based on your tier, and funds will be deposited directly into your account. For large exchanges, additional follow-up may include meetings with financial advisors or tax consultants, especially if legal contracts are involved. So what happens after your IQD exchange is completed? Depending on your transaction tier and the amount being redeemed, your funds may be instantly credited to your checking or savings account. However, larger exchanges, particularly those falling under Tier 3, may trigger follow-up meetings with Bank of America's Wealth Management Division. These sessions help clients navigate the legal and tax implications of sudden high-value deposits. Some high-tier exchanges have reportedly involved legal contracts and non-disclosure agreements to maintain transactional confidentiality, especially when elevated rates are offered through negotiated channels. The process being implemented by Bank of America is not designed for speed. It is engineered for security, legitimacy, and compliance. Most locations are processing no more than 5 to 10 redemptions per day, ensuring each exchange is given careful attention. Clients who walk in expecting a cash out and leave experience are being reminded this is not a casual transaction. It's a serious financial event that is being handled with bank-level precision. Bank of America is clearly treating this as more than foreign currency exchange. It's a managed national event for IQD holders. Many community members have questioned why there hasn't been a major public announcement. The answer is grounded in regulation. Currency revaluations, especially ones involving foreign notes like the Iraqi dinar, are subject to oversight by multiple agencies, including federal banking authorities and anti-money laundering watchdogs. Making a national media declaration would likely spark demand far beyond what branches could accommodate and might jeopardize compliance protocols. That's why the rollout has remained low-key but well-coordinated, supported by internal systems, staff briefings, and verified customer reports. Behind the scenes, this rollout took months of preparation. Internal banking teams were trained privately, new systems were tested, and foreign exchange software was upgraded to handle the volume and complexity of these transactions. As we enter mid-2025, the final rollout phase is active, but it's being carefully moderated. If you're planning to exchange your dinar, the best advice is simple. Be prepared. Have your documents in order, understand the process, and remain professional throughout. To recap the required materials for anyone planning an exchange, you must bring your physical currency in good condition, your original purchase receipt from a licensed dealer, a valid government-issued ID, and a utility bill or recent bank statement for address verification. And most importantly, ensure you have a confirmed appointment at an authorized branch. This is not something you want to do last minute or without preparation. Each part of the process is documented and monitored. Accuracy and organization are crucial. This structured rollout by Bank of America marks a defining moment for the Iraqi dinar community. For years, holders were dismissed as dreamers. Many were mocked, and the idea of a major U.S. bank redeeming IQD was treated as fiction. That skepticism is now being erased with each verified exchange taking place. Individuals are walking out of branches with printed confirmations, official deposit receipts, and rates that reflect real market transfer. The opportunity is no longer hypothetical, it's happening, one documented transaction at a time. However, this opportunity is also a responsibility. Don't rely on hearsay or unverified sources. Connect with others who've completed the exchange, ask for guidance, read every instruction you receive from the bank, and don't cut corners. This is a time for precision, not shortcuts. Those who've followed the process, who purchased from legal dealers, maintained their receipts, kept their currency in good condition, and prepared properly, are being rewarded for their diligence. And remember, this is only the beginning. While Bank of America is the first large-scale U.S. institution to confirm in-branch IQD redemption, other financial institutions may follow. We've already received preliminary reports that smaller regional banks and credit unions are starting to request staff training and compliance protocols for handling foreign currency revaluation. If this trend holds, the network of available exchange points will expand further, offering even more accessibility to dinar holders across the nation. For now, the key takeaway is this: the landscape has changed. What once lived in the realm of speculation has moved into reality, and for those who held on, stayed informed, and prepared properly, this is the moment they've been waiting for. There's no need for hype, only action, documentation, and readiness. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of the curve. Thank you for tuning in to Iraqi Dinar News, your trusted source for verified updates and honest insights. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with others in the community, and leave a comment about your experience or questions. Subscribe and enable notifications to stay ahead of every critical development. The opportunity is here. Be ready to meet it, fully prepared and fully informed.